live. We live. We're gonna see what happens with the peoples tonight. Oh man, that was a good fellowship, babe. Could you grab my other phone? Well, actually, it don't matter.
You kicking the Wi-Fi off? Or are you opening it?
I haven't done anything yet. I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for the people to say hi. Should be any second now because we've been live for almost a minute. And usually people start popping in.
Hopefully it's working.
I don't know what I was trying to do on this thing.
Probably open it.
Oh, there we go. Kermode Bear, Glock 316. Everybody's gonna start coming to party. It's gonna be epic.
Beep boop. Oh dear.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Encouraging community. What's up? Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Do you need a drink?
I do. I need something to drink on.
Sure, man.
I can make you chocolate milk.
How you guys doing? You guys like to party? Oh, let me plug in the phone. The phone is so tired. There we go.
You said coffee?
Send it. I'll drink whatever you got.
Chocolate milk. I want to make you chocolate milk.
Whatever you got. What's up, Connie, Josh, Norma? Hi, Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens tonight. Last week was crazy. A little more grounded this week. Got some cool stories to tell you guys. Yeah, I got to role play in the refuge night responder, which was epically cool. Yeah, it was crazy cool. And then I went to a funeral, and at the funeral, I decided I wanted to pick up my brother Kelt just playing around. Sammy, you were all the way shaking the camera. Can you back up? Thank you, love. What's up, Matt Bear? And I reached down. I just reached like this and grabbed his leg like I was gonna pick him up, and tore all kinds of stuff in here, man. Just bad. So one hand construction worker kind of sucks. What's up, George? What's up, Matt Bear? What's up, Vic? What's up, NNY Prepper?
Beep boop, beep boop.
No, man, Vans. So, yeah, so freaking, and you know, Kelt's got he's got a bad foot right now, and so we're limping around, and so I was like, "What? You want me to carry you?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I, just playfully grabbed him with this arm most of the way, and then reached down, and I don't know what I did, but I turned my arm just like this, and reached, and from about right here down to about the middle of my forearm, there's something awfully wrong in there, and the rotation is so bad. Yeah, I'm bad too. I wore a sling for probably like 3 days, trying to get it wrapped up, get it let it heal a little bit, and remember, as during training you're going to use your stuff, so I wore it during training so I would remember not to use it, and sure enough, 3 times at work I heard it yesterday, really bad. I mean, where I had to stop and catch my breath. And then today, I was helping TJ do I was helping him move a table, and I felt something pop, and I wasn't even barely putting any pressure on it, so I'm just kind of over it. I have to go check it out. Probably gonna have surgery again because I already had this shoulder worked on, so now it's probably gonna be something here getting reattached. Maybe not. Maybe they're like, "Oh, you're just being a sissy. It's just pulled something."
You're just old.
Yeah. What's up, Heather? What's up, Pete? Yeah, it's a bummer, dude. And I think the thing is people look at me and they're like, well, what? You're not like, you're not like a spring chicken. And like for me, when I can't horseplay, I'm gonna be a bitter old man. So I'm probably just gonna keep hurting myself until I die, and I'm okay with that because life is pain. You just learn to deal with it. No, I really, I enjoy horseplaying.
We did.
Matter of fact, last week I had the best time training with Dudley. Um, and all we did basically is like a little bit of boxing and punch each other in the face. So fun to me. I had the best time. Um, and now I'm like, well, I guess I could do it with one arm. So I took a week off from the gym just because it kind of took the wind out of my sails. But next week I'm going to get back to it at least. At least while I'm waiting for this arm thing to kind of figure itself out, I'll get some crazy dope abs. Probably not, but it'll be cute to try. What's up, Saucin? No, I heard it just trying to pick Saucin. I was just playing around, went to pick up Mad Kelt, and I hurt my arm, like just tore. Honestly, when I did it, what it felt like is it felt like a zipper coming undone, like zip, like all the fibers from something tearing. And I don't really know where. My bicep's still here. There's no major bruising. There's no indications, but the rotation, I have no strength here. And I can't, if I put my face like this to try to like wash my beard, it's no bueno. So
He has an appointment on Monday.
yeah, I'm
we're
going.
patching until then.
Yeah, I'm going Monday, and the wife's got me on some whatever. She patched me up, so I'm in
Let me
whatever
patch you.
whatever motorcycle club she's a part of. I got patched, so yeah, and that's supposed to make my arm better. So we're just gonna keep doing that. Is that coffee?
Coffee.
Oh, we're about to get down tonight. Hey, love, I need one favor from you before you get settled. Can you grab my
We can't
word?
your own life.
Oh, goodness. She went there. Can you grab my word off the dash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the car? Yeah. Or you can send one of the littles.
No, scaredy cats.
T2.
Little scaredy cats. Don't want to go
Pinkies up, boys and girls. I'm going to pull an all-nighter. Let me catch up with this chat.
Hey, come on. Roxy's going to protect me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. I can't even read it right now. I'm fixing to get glasses, too. I'm going to look really nerdy. And then we can really nerd out with the word out. So I'm going to use the wife's phone and go back through here. Yeah, I pulled my oops muscle for sure. Yeah, this arm's bullshit. You know what, man? It's okay, though, because I'm just used to being hurt, man. I've got so many sports. Awesome. Yeah, I saw it already.
Can I show them?
No, baby. No. You want to show them?
Yeah.
Okay, show the peoples.
Look.
She got this little panda backpack, and she's so proud. She loves it.
And it came with panda stuff.
Panda stuff, yeah. I love it. Hey, Rox, easy on the camera. My dog is knocking the camera. Okay, you got to go. I'm trying to talk to the people.
Bibli.
Oh, thank you. See, look, I can still grab the word, though, so we're good.
For you.
Now, the strength in this arm's probably about 20%. Yeah, I got like no power in it. And anytime I try to like normal stuff, like that would even be super lightweight. So when I did it, I couldn't hold my plate like this. I was holding my plate trying to eat off a paper plate, and I couldn't hold my plate. I had to like let it down because I just couldn't hold it. So it's a little bit better than it was. It hurt really bad for the first 3 days. I mean, bad. And ibuprofen had no effect on it. All the way wanted some real drugs. But now I don't need them, so I can't have them. All right, you ready to get in here? Because I cannot keep up with this chat. My brain's going like 97 miles an hour. Dude, I had an awesome dinner tonight. Yeah, the wife plussed me up with an extra special steak. It was fire.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, it is time. Please move.
Nah, it ain't a pinched nerve. This thing came unzipped like a bunch of fibers in my muscles or tendons were coming apart. There she is. Oh.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi, friends.
loud presence in the house.
What's at my feet?
She ain't been that loud though.
Don't
She's
like
been kind of
this.
quiet, except for last week she was loud.
Oh.
I was loud last
The
week
loudness comes with the passion. So when we get all fired up is when the volume increases. But it's not agitation.
If you haven't seen that name, stick around the channel for a little while. Here, say something in the thingamajigger so they can see that your name. What's up, Mouse? Uh-oh, we lost it? We zeroed out? No!
Beep boop.
Is it frozen or is it working?
No, it's working.
Oh, okay, cool.
I gotta adjust my feet. Beep boop.
All right, I guess it went
Mega
off for a
large
second.
mug, dude. The freaking cup
Dude.
is so big. It makes me so happy.
So this is like a 1 liter bottle. And this is the coffee cup next to it. So it's probably a liter of coffee.
I got it at Goodwill.
Yeah.
I love Goodwill.
I think I got this one at Goodwill, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, guy. What have you bought at Goodwill?
What's up, trying and doing?
All right. Catch it up. Do you think
Dude,
anyone
this
can
is the
be a
best.
nurse?
All my people are here tonight. This is so cool. Now all we got to do is...
Anyone can be a nurse practitioner or doctor? What does that mean? Anyone?
Who?
Yeah, who? What do you
Who's
mean?
asking that question?
Nathaniel Walker.
Do you think anybody could be a nurse practitioner
I mean, there's
or a
obviously
doctor?
lots of schooling and training that goes
How
into
old are
that.
you is the first question, because it seems like a very young question.
You pulled your oops muscle.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Oh. Beep boop, boop boop boop. boop
What's up,
boop.
Justin? What's up,
You gotta
Striker
borrow
K?
some.
What's
You gotta
up?
borrow some of the
What's
patches
up?
from your wife.
Striker K got hurt too. I was
Listen.
not the only old dude getting hurt.
We put the instant he
Hold on, Striker K, he got to get a wrench.
encouraging community. Literally, as soon as he told me he hurt himself, I immediately put a patch on him.
Okay, and there you go. Oh, Striker K got a wrench now.
Use it till you lose it. Exactly. That's our thought process with the cars too.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm running out all the way. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna definitely nerd out with the word out. I already got my biblically out.
I know this has probably been addressed. I'm just now catching up in the chat. It says, am I the only one seeing this character spitting hate? Can we get a wrench rapture? I'm assuming it's handled because I didn't come across said comment, but
Heart surgery in a couple weeks. Come on, bro. Stop with that nonsense. It's probably all that pre-workout.
Whose birthday?
Somebody's birthday?
I don't know. It says where'd it go?
Happy birthday, fam.
Yeah, Glock 316.
Oh, snap. Happy birthday.
Any update on the Buckets of Bibles t-shirts?
Oh, dude. You know what? It has been on my heart and mind for like 2 weeks straight. So I got to get a hold of Jerry at Sanctified, and maybe next week. I got a lot of bills next week, but maybe next week I'll order a bunch, and then you guys can.
It's not closed all the way.
Epic. Is it actual?
No, it's my magnesium citrate, carbonated, bubbly stuff.
Yeah, it smells like bubbly stuff.
It's like
You got a drinking problem?
I made such a mess here.
You got a drinking problem for sure. Really, it's a brand new shirt. Like
It's
this
gonna
is
get taken off and thrown on the floor.
bullshit. Maybe not.
Well, eventually it'll end up on the floor. Yeah, shirts.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Oh wait, I put pre-workout in margarita before PT evening. That's my coffee until tomorrow.
What's that?
Saucing.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's the left arm. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what? And I'm used to it because 2 years ago, not even quite 2 years, about a year and a half ago, I had surgery because, oh, that was epic. Just to let her down, that's fine.
Did that hit you?
It did.
You good?
Yeah.
You got a concussion?
No, I'm good. I thought that it would be fun to wrestle with Bob after I sat for about 4.5 hours just sitting there drinking whiskey, and I was cold and not warmed up. And as soon as we pushed on each other, my shoulder freaking my shoulder socket ripped out 180 degrees. What is it called? My labrum. Labrum, which is
with
like
an R,
fancy.
not an IA.
Ooh. It's a fancy word of saying your shoulder socket, and so like your shoulder sits in like a cup. And that's like really what keeps it in is like the suction. And I ripped out the back side of it 180 degrees. And so if I lifted my arm up like this, my shoulder would just roll right out of socket every time. And I did it about 10 or 12 times before I had surgery. So I really trashed it.
Oh, no.
And it was unintentional. It wasn't like I was just like, hey, let's go. Oh, shit, I forgot. In my sleep, I'd put my arm up and then wake up in excruciating pain because my shoulder popped out of socket while I was sleeping. And I'd be like, babe, help.
Somebody was saying.
Justin, I almost spit my coffee all over the camera, bro. That was perfect timing. Yes, I tore it for sure.
That's where he goes every single time we can say late, because I also have a labrum tear.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we mention it, he just is like,
well, if it ain't tore, it's going to get... Sorry.
We have a Goodwill around here? I mean, yeah,
inappropriate.
Semi-ish.
So inappropriate.
Far away. In a land far,
Bro,
far away.
I don't know what... If you're going to read something, say who you're reading.
I'm just mumbling for now.
Okay, don't mumble.
Striker Cade. Oh, wait.
We already way past all that.
I know, I'm trying to catch up. See if there's anything we need to, like, oh, gosh.
Just go down, please. Down.
Just hold your horses.
We're way past that conversation. Everybody is already skipped.
You need some lidocaine patches? No, we got phototherapy patches.
Lidocaine.
We had some. We had like a whole pack of them. I have no idea where they went.
No, I gave them all to TJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually gave them to him right before you gave him the patches at Sukkot.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I had all these. I was like, here, bro. Because he was dying. And then...
Okay.
And then we got him turned out on them patches.
The other ones.
Well, I'm turned out on them too.
Lots of other patches.
What's up, Texas T? Shabbat shalom, brother.
One of our friends I was about to have, I just asked her tonight, I was like, how's your foot? Because she's got, what's it called?
The chat is flying.
She was about to have to get surgery on
Wrenches?
her foot.
Oh, what's up, Wrenches?
Anyways, so she freaking...
Who's she?
She's about to have surgery on her foot, so she was trying to
her sister,
the little patchy things. And she said she just got released from her, like, ortho doc, and I don't know if it was the pain doc or whatever. She just got released from them. And then she's like, does this affect your glucose levels? And I'm like, I'm not really allowed to make any claims, but why are you asking? She's like, well, because my A1C went down a lot. And I'm like, yes, that can definitely happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was like 3 months, I guess, of her trying to...
Hey, listen, T's been wearing them for about a year, and he's had very, very little back issues in the last year, which is amazing, because the year before, it was non-stop, and he was miserable. So the shit works for whatever reason. Hopefully it's not witchcraft.
It's light. Let there be light. And there was light.
So, somebody, I think Sawson says that I miss how Striker K got injured. I don't think we talked about it. I know that he was doing some ninja stuff, and then I think I heard through the grapevine, like it took like 8 people to get him down or some shit, and then during his He-Man expedition, he used all his strength in his leg to blow his calf muscle out, or his Achilles tendon or something like that.
Sober party, freaking whiskey, man. That and tequila.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah. Whiskey and tequila? Oof.
No bueno.
That's not a good mix.
Give me what you got for pork chop.
Unclean.
Yeah, we don't eat pork chops.
Yes, a woman can baptize another woman. But if that woman
has a husband,
her husband should do it.
And the woman should probably not baptize the husband. I don't know how that
No,
works.
it's
I
not.
wouldn't feel comfortable
because
baptizing a man.
there's a headship order, and when you take on the responsibility of a bride, of a wife, you're taking over headship. That when she leaves her family, her father, you're now taking on that headship, and so it's different. Now, if it's a couple of sisters and it's in the moment, and the sister really wants this, or she doesn't have a head, by all means, yeah, totally do it.
So Justin,
Or if her, husband's like an unbeliever, then yeah, if you feel led to be baptized, do it.
Justin, I had to do the because it's Shabbat. I feel like every time we mention them, it's always Shabbat, and so it's like a work type thing, so I can't really do it. But I did make a video on my channel.
You can watch on our channel.
Just so literally people can get the information that's not on Shabbat, if that makes sense. But it's there on my channel. I just did a video of that, explaining it all.
Yeah, so there's Striker Cade answers the injury, but
wasn't he trying to steal a baby during Responder?
Yeah, he was doing some things. I've done the same thing. Matter of fact, the last one they had, I don't know, maybe the last one or maybe it was a couple ago. A couple of really close brothers were in it, and I was all the way rough on them, and they gave me the water hose that day during trainings because I was volunteering to help. Those dudes got it bad, and they were trying to do this last little push, and I was all the way smashing through all the freaking students, trying to get to my very close dudes that were in the class that were very young, and I made them work for it. Every second I was in there trying to snatch some babies up.
That sounds so bad.
Well, it's training, so if you know, you know, and if you don't, we're not going to explain it right now.
But they're not actually snatching babies.
Yeah, because I'm not going to obsect the training.
I was
No,
looking this
they're
up.
sandbags. No actual babies. You were looking up
I have
at
to
the
scan
chat,
through
and then we were talking to the people that are talking to us. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So, Saucin is a female, I believe, right?
Question mark?
Because I want to say sister, but only because I think I saw somebody in one of T's chats say that. Yes. See?
Okay.
All right, sister. Now I know.
Dang it, it's way longer than I remember. We were reading about, in the Torah portion, there's a section about,
Where's your phone at?
when you go to take this land,
oh, dude.
how to organize the group of military in a sense. And then it made me think of the what's it called? I don't know if it's called the War Scrolls. It was one of the ones in the Qumran cave or whatever it's called. It's so freaking awesome. I was gonna read it, but it's actually really long. Look at it.
Yeah.
But it's really, if you haven't read it, it's freaking cool. It's like the end battle ultimately. It's describing.
Which one is it?
The war. Hold on, what's it called?
The Book of the Wars?
No, that one doesn't exist.
Okay.
War Scroll.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, there's a verse in the scriptures that literally says as stated in the Book of Wars or something, and that book that's not a thing. Nobody has that book. That's not we don't have access to that yet.
But then that says that's a scroll.
But this is not the book that's in reference, because there's nothing about that in this. I've cross-referenced them, because I was so curious about what the Book of Wars would be. But it's not this one. But this one is really cool.
The War Scroll. Check out the War Scroll.
For the instructor, the rule of the war, the first attack of the sons of the light shall be undertaken against the forces of the sons of the darkness.
Ooh, we're already into some
it's like the end battle, dude.
That's
it's
some
freaking
Gandalf
awesome.
sounding shit right there. Some Lord of the Rings. That sounds epically cool.
The Holy One shall shine forth in support of the truth for the annihilation of the sons of darkness.
See?
It's it's
all
so
the way
good.
Lord of the Rings-ish.
Just
I don't know if anybody in this chat's friends with me on Facebook, but I changed my my profile pic today, and I had 2 big braids in my beard, and somebody made the comment of, "You're way too big to be a dwarf. That's not going to work. That look's not going to work for you." But it was just kind of a goofy pic. I should read it.
Did you hear that the 4 messengers in Revelation 9:14 are the 4 angels named in 1 Enoch 54:6? No, but I feel like I'm going to have to snap a little picture of that.
Wait, what about the 4 angels that are under the Euphrates?
Is that the ones they're talking about?
I don't know, but it sounds similar.
Let me see. Wait, let's see if I... Where's my other books? Did I delete it? Enoch, there we go.
Hey, love.
Enoch 54:6. What? What you talking about?
Yeah, encouraging community. Hey, so I can't keep up with the chat right now, but there's a lot going on, and I'm missing a whole bunch of it. And you're reading it but not telling me.
Well, yeah.
So I need you. Like I didn't see this one.
Pork chops remind me of a high school victory chat we had when we would win. The cheerleaders would chant, pork chop, greasy, greasy, we beat. I don't know. Oh, we beat, blah, blah, blah.
Easy, easy. Yeah,
Trip
I know
down
that
memory
one.
lane.
I've heard that one. I have. You heard it at El Camino. I heard it there.
I don't even remember anything about El Camino.
Oh, trippy.
Did I go there?
I don't know, but I'll drive one.
I know nothing about.
What's up, Desert Jack?
I have no memories of my childhood. I have to call my family for all my memories. So, First Enoch 54.
Anybody do the Torah portions yet?
It's literally just now Shabbat.
I know. But it was so good. I'm so glad we did it. It was fire, especially. Well, I love all of Deuteronomy. It's one of my favorite in the first 5 for sure. Genesis, Exodus, and Deuteronomy. Numbers, I'm sorry, it's just I'm not a huge fan of Numbers. Although it's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's just a little lengthy on some stuff, and if you know, you know. But Isaiah was super duper fire, and then the New Testament portion was super duper fire. It was so good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to go for it only because it's you guys.
Okay, it's just us guys right now.
It's just only all of the people on the interwebs. It's
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
I'm more comfortable here, but we're gonna really quick. What chapter 50 something we were in, Isaiah?
Isaiah? Oh, it was here. Let me look in the beginning. So if you guys got a scriptures,
wait, I just wanted to. It's something.
And you don't know how to use the front to find the Torah portions, it's this page right here, page X.
Right here.
It'll look like that, and it gives you the name of the portion, and then the definition of the name. So it'll give you the Hebrew one, and then what it is. And if you follow along, it's pretty cool. So it will be.
Oh, this is not the right one. I'm thinking.
54.
55. I can. Okay.
Yeah, it's 54 and 55. So it's 54:11 through 55:5.
Then I was on the right page, but where did it go?
What's the name of this portion?
Oh, we didn't do this one.
Oh, 51.
Yeah.
51. Okay. 51 and 52. Sorry. My bad. Mm-hmm. I jump around a little bit.
Jump up, get down. Jump. I'm afraid to move too much because the whole camper will shake, and so will the...
Right rulers in English, and then what's that word in Hebrew?
Shofetim.
Yeah, I can't understand. Shofetim. That's
Here we go. yeah.
Brother Dudley said that shit. It was hella funny.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to play it really quick. Because I like music, right? And I get very easily, excited about stupid stuff. So, the beginning of Isaiah...
Do the Matthew one?
Isaiah 52 says, Awake, awake, put on your strength, O Zion, put on your beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For there shall no more come into you the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake yourself from the dust and arise. Be seated, O Jerusalem. Loose the bonds from your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Okay? I get that people make songs out of verses.
Yeah.
But the whole time while people were reading it, this is all I could hear. Hold on. Shofars, hold on. That might sound chaotic. Hold on.
Hold on.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it.
They can hear it. I know this one.
Hold on, it gets better. Oh my gosh, it's taking too long. It'll get better. He sings this verse. It makes me so happy. And I sang it as I was reading it. I was singing it in my head.
What's up, Hooter and Torah? What's up, Kim?
I say awake, put on your strength, oh Zion, put on your beautiful garments, oh Jerusalem.
You love it? You love it so much. This is what right go in your head when you listen to it? Alright. Hey, you can play in the background. So I think somebody said they didn't know that. So if you see here, it actually says Torah and half Torah portions on the top. I don't know if it's backwards on there. It's backwards to me. But anyhow, in the scriptures. Boom. It's right in the front every week. I usually can reference off of what I did the week before. And it helps me remember where I'm at.
Hey,
But I love that.
Deuteronomy is an excellent summary. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody's saying no, they didn't read it yet. They do it.
Yeah.
Friday.
So
Matt
that's
says,
cool.
Matt says, I like the Rev gathering last week. I want to start doing it here at home. Yeah, it's definitely something that people, I feel like everywhere, like when we have all these people who are like, is there any fellowship? Is there any gathering in this state or city or whatever? It's like, we can make it.
Yeah,
like
Matt,
people can make that happen.
Matt got invited. He was down for training, and he got to come and hang out in Midrash with us. And that one, we didn't. It was a small one, and we didn't even get through the whole portion. This week, we had a lot of people, and we got through the whole portion, which was phenomenal. Because
Before Doc.
yeah, well, before it was too dark.
Phenomena.
Yeah.
Every time you say phenomenal, that's all I can hear. What ranches and Hooters on? Wow.
The literal translation. Well, so this, I don't know anything about that particular translation, but I do know that English, and almost every single English translation that I've seen, is terrible translation. So every time I study the scriptures, I actually study it. I have to look up the Hebrew words and names, even for the smallest word, and then look up the definition of what that actually means, because the translation in English is crappy. It's so bad. And every single Bible. I mean, King James, all the way down. Even the scriptures, there's stuff that doesn't really quite translate, but we're dealing with copyright infringement too, so there's a lot
Justin, of that. Are you talking about this song? He said, I'm not digging this. I'm about to kick my dog over this. Are you talking about the music?
Maybe. He probably wants to hear some Metallica or something.
You come to my house and you kick my dog.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Justin has no culture.
That's all right.
I read out of the Hebraic Roots Bible, the literal
What's up,
translation.
Kim? Spot Shalom. Oh, let's see.
I know, Hemi. We miss you guys.
I'm actually curious about that Bible now. Pull that Bible up, bud. I feel like I just saw it. I actually ordered a new Bible.
Oh, what was it?
A large print.
Oh. I want to buy. I have so many books. I want to buy.
Oh, Justin, you're so mean.
So many books.
Don't get her heated, bro. I got to deal with her all night.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. You can have an opinion. It makes me very happy.
I got an oil change today.
I need an oil change.
You do. I just wanted to remind you that I actually did it before you, which is weird.
Rude.
It was only 15,000 miles.
You stole my oil change?
I did. It cost about 3 times as much as yours too. So.
Rude. Every English translation says save or slave.
You're
or
all good, fam.
Servant. I really dislike that. Yeah, that would be a huge different. That would make it change quite a bit.
Brian, I'm getting large print because I'm tired of squinting. Sometimes my vision's really weird. I guess it depends on what I've been looking at for a while, but right now it's great. But sometimes I'm like way back here trying to read it, and sometimes I'm very close.
In October.
But it's not consistent. Like my vision's weird.
Oh, T hooked me up with some Lifeway patches, saving them for after the surgery. Yeah.
Who that?
Striker Kid.
Oh, hey, bro. Yeah. Don't save them for after,
just
homie.
Use
them now.
I mean, you can save it for after.
Use them now. They're good. You may even need surgery, man. They're bomb.
Chest.
Oh, BT dubs.
I can't read what that says. I think it says chest, but that's not a word, so it must say cheesed. Chest.
I don't know. Look on your phone, bro. You can get it close to your face.
Chest. That's not a word.
Lone Star Living. What's up, Lone Star Living? Got to hang out with you a little bit, too.
What length is your RV? 32 inches. Yes? 32 feet.
What? What is?
What is this, a learning center for ants?
What 32? What's 32 inches? The 32-inch test?
Camper.
Oh yeah, that's 32 for sure.
32 inches.
32 inches long.
This is an RV
All day,
for
every
ants.
day. Yeah, it's definitely 32 inches.
Oh,
I do a
gosh.
30, so I'm gonna plus you guys up. If you're ever working on a job site with me and I say, have you done the 32-inch test yet? Say yes and deny it, please, because I will all the way drop a tape measure and hit you in the nuts with it.
Oh no.
All the guys, every single one of dudes that's ever worked for me, I got all of them.
Okay, it's Friday. Oh, this is Justin. He's explaining his sassiness, maybe. It's Friday, and I'm a bit big jaded or a bit jaded at this point due to being surrounded chomos all week, and me without my Gallagher's mallet to smash heads.
Oh, so you were surrounded, huh? Oh, yeah, that's bad, bro. And I don't know that situation, but
Sober party.
I got some shovels. Just saying.
Sober party. No, it's not anything like that. If you go on my channel, I have a video explaining them all with the information all there. But it's Shabbat. It's technically something that's like a work type thing, so I try not to talk too much about it, but it's a thing. And I did do a video.
Yeah, that's right.
To explain.
Prison work, tracking. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Probably can't bring a mallet into the prison with you.
I mean,
gator poop? Oh. Preservation of life.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Gators are good. That's one use of pigs that I would absolutely find useful to have them around for.
I saw it on NCIS. Oh no! They had an episode where there was a body found in the pig.
Dude, as soon as I said it, your eyes lit up. I knew you were gonna go there. Yeah, I knew it. Dude, I got something in my shoes.
There's a snake in my boot. I can't stop. Jake leave didn't go all week. Do y'all think Messiah would save a chomo on his question?
So, have you heard the verse about a millstone?
Yeah.
So children are as innocent as we get in this piece of crap earth suit that we got to rock.
There's a band called Earth Suit, by the way.
And not that I'm not grateful that he didn't give me this body that I could do awesome things with, but flesh, and we got to deal with that, right? So there is probably redemption. But I don't know where we were talking about this earlier. I don't know where the line is on that. And for me,
Messiah powerful enough? Is the Father powerful enough to literally change somebody's heart and heal them of their...
Sure. What I think it would be super cool if a pedo turned into a pedo hunter. Yeah, because then there would be fruit.
It says that he doesn't wish that anyone should perish, but that all should reach repentance.
Yeah.
But that would literally have to be from the Father. I would never, we would never bring in a pedophile.
It also says that if you lead one of the children astray, that it would be better for you to have a millstone tied around your neck and cast into the sea than what's basically going to happen. So, yeah, there's redemption, but
not for our family.
I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could tolerate that in my presence without, especially if I knew. I don't think I could tolerate that in my presence. My presence, even away from my family, it would probably. I'd have to use extreme meekness.
If Messiah was here and literally slapped us and said, "I saved them. I also died for them," and they received the knock at the door when I knocked. It would take that. It would take for Messiah literally to tell us he's mine. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I don't know. Don't speak on that because that's not necessarily the entire truth.
I mean, for us
That's
to
a
not
really-
want to
that's-
stone them to death.
Yeah.
Not to fellowship with, just to not millstone them.
Yeah, well, so I'll just tell you like I feel in my spirit, and I know if I find out, it's going to be really difficult for me to not do something immediately on the spot anywhere and catch a case happily going to prison for it. So we'll just leave it at that.
Joshua. Please pray for me. I've been struggling with lust.
Yeah, so Joshua, if you're struggling with that, there's a scripture in the Bible. Maybe you can pull it up. And if you believe in Messiah and you're trying to keep the way, there's a scripture that says that it's basically our responsibility to take all thoughts captive. Because what happens is if you allow your mind to look at things and to see things and to continue to daydream or fantasize, if you let that tape play out, it will cause you to sin. And so it's very important that you shelter yourself from things that trigger that. And I know it's tough because there's plenty of people out there in the world that barely wear any clothes. Scrolling on YouTube, there's ads that pop up that are all the way inappropriate. Facebook, all of it.
I'd be like,
Just
"You want to go to the
garbage.
river?" He's like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah. So, and there's times where I have to like pull myself back, and she'll see me. We'll be in public, and she'll watch me just like turn my head because she knows, right? And I don't have to explain that to her. She knows like that's flesh, right? And so I'm not gonna allow myself to go there. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna double take and go, check that out. I don't do that. And one of the reasons I don't is because I struggled with lust. I struggled with porn. I struggled with all the terrible, unclean stuff for a long, long time. And there is absolutely a huge difference in my spiritual condition when I submit to the stuff that I know I'm not supposed to be doing. It's really hard to shake that and to get out of that rut once you open up Pandora's box.
I'm also curious if you're married or if you're single, because I feel like there's a verse that could help, but it does
Well, if
matter
it applies.
which part.
Did
yeah.
you look up the one I just said?
No, you said it.
Yeah, but I don't know what verse it is to point out, so they read it with their own eyes. That's super important that you read it because you have to hold every thought captive. And why is because it's your responsibility if you're struggling with stuff to go, hey, I'm not going to do that. Like I rebuke the thought when it comes out verbally, out loud. Nope, I'm not doing that. And so Kim, chomo means child molester.
So here, 2 Corinthians 10, 5. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God and take every thought captive to obey Messiah, being ready to punish every disobedience when your disobedience is complete, or when your obedience is complete.
So the first part,
Taking every thought captive to obey Yeshua.
yeah. So the thing is, there's another one. That's a bad translation of it. I don't think that's the same one.
There might be another one.
I think there is another one. Maybe not, but it may be that translation that I don't like. Or maybe it just sounds different right now.
Yeah.
But I think that struggling is natural in our flesh. And that to openly admit that you're struggling with something means that you're seeking truth and you're seeking help. A lot of things that you got to learn how to do, especially if you're early in your faith, like early in your walk. I mean, I don't mean like you've been a Christian for 20 years and you just started coming into the way like in the last couple seasons. I mean, really, if you're early in your walk and a lot of the old behaviors, some of the old man hasn't died off yet, you're going to fail. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to do something that you know you shouldn't do. You're going to sin, and we all do. But it is our responsibility to do better, right? And so I'm not here to like shame anybody into like my convictions, but my conviction is I don't partake in stuff that I know is lust of the world. I don't even look at it. I won't watch it when there's like even a kissing scene on shows where it's very passionate. I don't just stare at it. And the reason is because I've looked at so much bad stuff and I've been around so much bad stuff for so long that I don't want that messing with my spiritual walk. I can't have that riding around in here, because it'll go into this little database that my brain wants to pull up at an inappropriate time. And so I really try not to bring that. And because I'm very familiar with addiction, because I struggled with alcohol and drugs for a large portion of my life, I also know the benefits of denying natural things that would come naturally to me, because I was equipped with it in my life. I was accustomed to it. It was just the way of life for me. When like stealing, lying, manipulating, hustling folks, like being a con man, like all these natural things that were just part of my life, part of the people that I operated in and around. That was kind of how you just did life. And if you were a buster, you got walked over, and if you weren't, then you were slick and you didn't get over on. But for me, I try not to participate in any of the stuff that goes along with my old behaviors. And part of that is a process, because we're all like onions, man. We got layers. And so you may get through the first layer and then realize there's some other layers.
Oh, that's good. So you have something? Can I add?
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody gave me a great, what's it called? Example or whatever. They said, like, sin is like a bell with a big long rope.
Oh, that's a good one.
And you're, like, swinging this bell, ringing it, and then one day you let go of the rope, which is, like, representative of us letting go of our sin. We're like, oops, we gotta stop. We gotta stop this. So we stop, but the bell keeps going, right? Like, it
takes a little while.
Yeah, it takes a little while until it eventually, like, comes to a stop. But, like, for us, like, I feel like, is it okay to talk more openly on this? Because it's a real issue that's, like, I feel like for us it was more, in the beginning it was, like, a lot harder, right? It was a lot harder to battle that.
Yeah.
And we messed up a lot, right? But the more it's like a muscle. The more you practice using that muscle, the more, like,
no means no.
It's like the big book, the AA book. It says, like, eventually, like, it says you recoil from it like a hot flame, right? Like, it's like eventually,
it becomes second nature to you.
Yeah, eventually, like, this thing that had a hold on you is just like you can, like, see that it's there, but, like, you just turn away. And I would say literally just keep praying. And I know, like, especially, I know a lot of women don't like this verse, but there is in 1 Corinthians 7, you know, it says, like, don't forsake being together, right? As you and a married couple, like, don't forsake being together, literally for the sake of temptation, right?
Hold on. There's some stuff in the chat that I need to get addressed.
Oh.
So there's maybe a conversation going on, and I'm trying to track on what it all is.
I would love to see Luke and Katie Abafi from The Way interview you two on their podcast.
Oh, yeah. I actually met Luke at the Ruckus. He's pretty cool.
Oh, Striker Cade, like all addictions, stacking wins makes each battle easier to be victorious in. Yep, that's a good summary.
Yep, that's it too in a handbasket.
We are to think about those things. We are to think about the things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable, from Philippians 4:8.
Yep.
1 minute, one step at a time, and don't beat yourself up when you misstep. Just try again. Like, literally, we're all gonna mess up over and over. So just keep, like, repenting. Just keep fighting. Don't surrender to it.
Yeah. Yeah, because and when you fall short, this is one of the enemy's tricks. See, you knew you weren't good enough. You're a piece of shit. You haven't
doing
changed
this,
at all.
you may as well go
These
all
little
in.
lies,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Shame.
Like, well, you've already done it now. You might as well it's fine. What's it gonna make? It's not. It's gonna make a difference immediately when you teshuva.
Yep, and he even because I was using, when we got together, he was not, and he ended up relapsing. Mm-hmm. And I remember being like, dude, can we just, like, I'll stop right now. Like, can we just go to a meeting? Like, don't do this. Like, let's just go to a meeting. And he's like, I've already opened Pandora's box. I gotta, like, run it out, you know? And for whatever reason, that, like, seems to be the, like, way that the enemy keeps us a slave to it.
Yep.
Versus, like, it's a struggle that we battle. He takes it and, like, he gives us this shame or this, like, you're already bad. So like you know what I mean? It's like we don't have to stay in bondage to our sin. Like Messiah has given us we have the Spirit to help us battle. And realistically, I feel like a lot of our weak times come when we are not properly armed spiritually.
Yeah, stay in the Word.
Yep. When we start wandering, getting distracted by money or bills or whatever these feelings are, when we get distracted and take our focus away from Messiah, our little struggles start reappearing over and over. And so then we're like, oh, now we can recognize, oh, this is here again. Time to refocus.
Yeah, you gotta practice it too. I mean, the thing is, when you fall short, you're natural. Some people can get a kind of just give up and surrender into it attitude. Like, what's the point? Or they'll go on a bender because once they start, they don't quite know how to turn it off. And I think that when we're in those really dark spots, one of the tools that I used really early on, before I really even had a relationship with the Creator as I know Him today, I still knew it was Him. I just didn't have a face. I didn't know quite what it meant. Is I did a thing where I surrendered my life over to Him, and it was so meaningful and powerful to me that I really was like, hey, like I'm surrendering to you, to your will and whatever you're going to have me do. It was so powerful that what?
That's right, loud. Ladies, keep your men trained. It's scripture.
Oh, goodness, Hemi. That's a little rough. So, one of the things... Hold on. I'm, like, trying to talk about spiritual stuff right now, bro.
I'm so sorry. I don't have the best timing.
Hey, don't eat my stuff up right now.
Oh, my gosh.
One of the tools I used when I really... And this goes along with baptism or repentance, like a fresh start, is when I surrendered my life over to the Creator of the universe, I didn't want to do stuff that I couldn't see Him doing. And so if you can't see Him doing what you're about to do, then don't do it. And that's a great example with Yeshua, because, He walked a path that we can follow. And also when I did it, it was so meaningful to me when I really surrendered my life over to Him, saying, hey, like, do with me what you're going to do. I'm yours. All that stuff I was doing underneath the blankets just weren't thick enough anymore, because every time I acted something out, I felt as though all of heaven was watching me. So if that don't help you, I don't know what will. It just takes time sometimes. Dude, you see that? Damn fly got in there. Bullshit.
Gross.
Yeah, so now
I like that.
I got to go dump it out. But struggle in our flesh, dude, with lust, with, anger, with unforgiveness. These are all natural things that all of us are going to struggle with, and that's just the way it is. And if you're not struggling, awesome. Praise to the Most High. But I'll tell you this much: overcoming these things with the Father is... It's powerful, and it changes your perception, your walk. It changes your compassion and grace that you extend to other people, because part of being humble is realizing how human and fallible you are. And I think that it makes us better leaders and better brothers and sisters when we realize who we are in our flesh and who we've been and who we've been redeemed from. Don't forget where you came from, because we're all, like Brother T says, we're all just busted up pieces of shit at the end of the day, except for our Redeemer.
And like Hemi said, like if you are blessed with a spouse, like that's a release. You know what I mean? Put that energy there.
What's the verse say?
It says, do not deprive one another, except perhaps by agreement for a limited time, that you may devote yourselves to prayer, but then come together again, so that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. But it even says...
Oh, that's a terrible translation.
It is good for a man... Hold on. Because of temptation, each man should have his own wife, and the woman should give her his rights, and vice versa. Their bodies are not right. We're literally like trying to help each other to not struggle. Like, we're trying to help each other fight temptation.
Fiber coffee,
We're
it's
in battle.
still good. It's not still good. Flies gross me out, bro. Because I know where they land when
Yeah.
they get a chance.
I asked for a whisper when
That's
I got
right, Brian.
tempted. Usually came in the form of a worship song. It helped. Yeah, there's
Yep.
something about, for me, music. Like, you start worshiping, all that stuff passes. Our salvation was bought with
What's
a heavy
up, Tim?
cost. Yes. Those evil thoughts, mental conversations with yourself are only stopped when I start handwriting down each word of the Torah and Proverbs. Yeah. What verses was that? That was 1 Corinthians chapter 7. It's the beginning of chapter 7. He's like, hey, if you don't want to, like, if you're not burning with lust, like,
What
don't
verses
get married.
was that?
I just said it.
Say, oh, you did?
I
Okay,
did
you
just
got
now.
it? All right,
I'm in
sorry.
the middle of saying it, yes.
Sorry, I can't hear and read at the same time. One thing shuts off
Yeah.
every time.
I only have room for one thing.
Yeah, one piece of that equipment works properly at a time.
I got a new backpack. I'm very excited about it. It's like a laptop work backpack. It's got so many pockets and like little places for pens and all kinds. It's got a charging port on the outside of it, dude. It's really awesome.
Super gray, man, not tactical at all.
It's like bright blue.
Well, part of it is. It's
of
mostly
it.
black.
I'm very excited. Horrible translation. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's the ESV, y'all.
Yeah, that translation is not what it says in here. What does it say in this one?
Lucas. 1 Corinthians.
Let's hear it out of the scriptures because
Romans
I definitely like
1
this
Corinthians.
translation better.
7. 1 Corinthians 7 says...
You don't know the verse?
I lost it. I don't know how to look in yours. Is a different layout for me. It's like the way that
all
it's
the way different.
But mine are like paragraphs.
So
and
where's
yours
it
are,
at
like,
in yours?
separated.
You know where yours is?
No. Because of
What verse is that?
verse. So let's try verse 2.
Okay.
Because of whoring, let each one have his own wife, and let each woman have her own husband. Okay, and then the other one was
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
verse 5. Do not deprive one another, except with agreement for a time, to give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, so that Satan does not try you because of your lack of self-control. That's not very much
See,
different.
that's still not the same scripture that I'm talking of.
Do you use multiple translations or only scriptures? I like the ESV because this one has too many words in it that my brain doesn't, like, I can't speed read this one. It's too
I
blocky.
use multiple, but also Blue Letter Bible app is really good because you can pull it up in Hebrew or in Greek and get the definitions of however it was written. And that's really helpful to try to figure out translation because the translation between Hebrew and English is crap. It's not a great, like, so the problem with most all Bibles is that there's called copyright infringement. And so every so many verses, they have to change the structure of the verse. And so they change the wording. And you also, in transferring from Hebrew to English or Greek to English, however it's written, it doesn't translate the same. And so if you look up by definition the words or the verse that you're in, and you look it up and you break down the whole thing by definition in its original language, the depth of it is it's so much richer than English. It's not English is a shitty translation.
I have not, Hemi. I will definitely experiment with that one though and see if I like that better.
Yeah, I heard a guy say English sucks one time.
And it's interesting because, like, my grandma was just talking to me about this, and I was trying to explain, like, how much...
What's up, Zach?
How much intensity is lost in translation, because English just kind of picks words all willy-nilly, like, man, that sounds cool. We'll use this word interchangeably with all these. But they all, like the Hebrew, they were all specifically used. Like, each word was specifically chosen, right? And they all have a meaning. But, like, even the names of the prophets, like, what is it? I don't know how to pronounce it. We're going to look up Isaiah. Yeshayahu?
Yeah, Yeshayahu.
But, like, it literally says Yah in it. Like, it has Yah's name in his name, and it means, like, I don't know.
Like, it has an actual meaning.
Like, yeah, it means, like, the Yeshayahu.
What's Jeremiah?
Yirmiyahu.
Yirmiyahu? Yeah.
But anyways, they all have a meaning. Like, hallelujah is like halal or hallel or whatever, and it means praise. And then it says Yah. Like, it's literally saying praise Yah is what hallelujah means.
Yoel.
So, like
we
lose the meaning. Like, when it's like, oh, they named Eve this because blah, 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 and it has some weird, like, sentence after it. It's because the word that she was actually named meant whatever that description was.
Rib
So
of man.
Matityahu. Matityahu. Yeah, and it has, yeah, I mean, they all have his name in it. You know what I mean? Hebrew is a poetic language. English is the ramblings of a madman with a stutter and Tourette's. Word.
Yeah.
I died yesterday. What do you mean? David Loveday 776.
You get baptized?
Or did you literally die?
I died 3 times a day.
I think Hemi died once. Right? This I quoted from Enoch. Blah, 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 no. Yeah, honestly, there's so much. Oh, dude, what was it? Freaking New to Torah. Zach Bauer had like a great. I'm not like, I don't know his stuff that well, but he has a great series or whatever playlist. It's about Enoch, and he goes through all of the times that Enoch was mentioned in the Bible. And a bunch of them are like, this is not anywhere else in the Bible. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to find the things that are quoted are not found in the Bible. He's quoting from Enoch. You know what I mean? So anyways, that was a great one. That one was enough to get me where I'm like, there's way too many, like, second witness to me. Like, give me a second witness. And there was like tons of witnesses in that teaching. I really liked that one.
There's more than 100 quotes in the New Testament from Enoch. Hey, so Kim, I actually talked to Zach about him coming back because he came and did some training at Refuge, and I actually pulled him to the side and was like, hey, I don't really know the details, but
where you at, though?
You're really missed in the community, and you're a really good teacher, and there's lots of people that you help, and there's lots of people out there that need help still. And he does some pretty good deep dives on some stuff and articulates it very well for layman's terms, I guess, for, knuckleheads like me that ain't that bright. I got tons of notes from his videos.
So the best example is Matthew 5:17, using the word fulfilled is a shit translation. And honestly, the other part, there's another verse where he says, like, it's not what goes into your mouth that defiles you, but what comes out of your mouth, right? And so, like, people are like, look, I can eat whatever I want.
That's
but
not
the
what
word
it means.
defiled there was not the word defiled to become, like, unclean. It was literally the word to make common. It was the word it was the word used to say to make common, which is according to the temple rules. Like, common and uncommon, or common and holy, were not a daily living title. That's for, like, the temple. You know what I mean? Holy was used, and defiled or unclean or whatever. Like, these are things that are, like,
set apart.
Yeah. Anyways, but what I'm saying is they translated that word, like, really terribly, and it made it where it sounded like Yeshua's, like, the second witness to Paul saying we can eat whatever we want. But when you actually look at the word, it changes the entire meaning of it, which makes Paul his only witness. That's great news. I hope he feels there's something calling to do the videos again. Yeah. We never know what's going on. You know what I mean? We just pray. Pray for people. What would be the best manuscripts for translations then? We honestly like to use the Blue Letter Bible because it gives you the original Hebrew word, like in Hebrew, but then you click on it and it'll load up every other verse that uses that same word, and so you can get a better idea of the context that word was used to like. Words aren't working for me. I need you to finish.
I got nothing because I was thinking about something else. But in their common language, like how it was used in context.
Hold on, let me go to my study here. I'm going to my study really quick because they're talking about the word defiled. Hold on. It's easier for me to just get the information that I already have typed up.
Right, Matt?
Dietary restrictions. Okay, hold on.
Yes, actually, that's funny because I was actually witnessing to some young men this morning that are not, they're new to the way, and they haven't done a whole lot of studying for themselves. And I was trying to encourage them that there may become a time where this is outlawed and it'll be hard to get, and they can actually read it. Now they can study it, they can have it memorized, it can be written on their heart. And then it'll also help them be convicted of sin, because if you don't know, how can you be convicted of something? You would have partials of that, but not completeness. And completeness is in truth, and this is where truth comes from. This is the definition of truth, right?
Okay, so desert. Gosh, what was it? Desert Jack. So I'm gonna just read a little portion from a study I did on it. Because it's easier than trying to find the words.
What's up, Tavar7?
I already found them here. The verse where he's talking about it's not what goes into your mouth that defiles the person, but what comes out of his mouth. So it says the word defiled here is not the word for biblical defilement or uncleanness, which is molinho. It's also not the word used for stained or contaminated, which is mianio or whatever. But it's using the word koinos, which is the same word that means to make common. So in the temple, if you have a bowl that you haven't purified yet, it's a common bowl. But once you purify it, it is now holy. It is set apart, right, for the temple and its purposes. But it's not an unclean, like you're not taking a pig and setting it apart. You can't do that. You can't take something unclean and make it holy.
Yeah.
But you can take something common and set it apart and make it holy.
Ooh, see, there's some nuggets for you guys.
The common.
Do you have that on your channel?
That's on my channel.
Okay, so she's got a breakdown of this on her channel, which is Loud Presence, that she pretty much walked you through it. And how long is that video? 17 hours?
500 years? I don't know. I'm not the best to say. I have
There's
a lot of
words.
I use a lot of words. I'm sorry.
But it's
a really
cool.
deep study. Like, there's a lot of information. But it's about making yourself, like, people, like he says over and over, like, why do you eat with unwashed hands? And he's talking about you don't wash your bowls and your hands, like, according to the temple rules. And it's like, you don't realize that doesn't make you more set apart because you wash your hands and your bowls, because those rules are only for the temple. It's not set apart. Like, you can't make these things be set apart unless it's according to the Father has set them apart, right? So washing your bowls doesn't make you more holy. So it's not what goes into your mouth that makes you common, right? Like, it's not the word defiled, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but there is a whole study. I did a whole study on the dietary.
So somebody was talking about Paul's writings, and I was talking about it earlier today. So one of the things is I was teaching these young men, because they're not really, they don't have a lot of dwell time in the Word. And so I was teaching them about needing the importance of needing to know that if they're ever going to want, because they're young, they don't have wives, about being able to be a good steward and headship and leadership. If you're not equipped with truth, it's going to be hard for you to find what you're looking for. And then I went on to, later on that day, I was talking to them and I was like, hey, like the scriptures, like who's the one dude that says that we don't have to keep the law? And neither one of them knew, but they knew that was a thing. And I said, Paul. And I said, but they're using it out of context because you don't understand the context in which he's speaking of. And then I was talking about the law of sin and death is done away with because we don't have to stone people to death anymore, which is a little bit different than it was. But I was also trying to show them that Peter gives us a good example in 2 Peter 3:15, where he's like, hey, like, be careful because Paul's good, but his writings can be hard to understand, and don't get led astray because some people will take those and twist them to their own destruction. Yeah, and so basically, be careful that you don't run away with the words that you may not be accustomed to. And I think if you didn't know the first 5 books of the Bible, and you read Paul, you would automatically go to the same assumption, because you don't understand the entirety of what Paul's speaking of, because there's so much meat and potatoes.
This is going to go right in here to
Go ahead.
Kim's question. Could it be that Christians don't get Paul because most Christians don't know the Old Testament? And 100%, because you cannot understand Paul is very, very familiar with the Torah. Like, he is
all he teaches is the Torah.
Yeah, he literally only teaches the Torah, right? But, like, if people don't understand the Torah, it's going to be confusing when they read Paul's writing, because we're not, like, and Paul seems
they got to make stuff up to make it work.
Yeah, Paul contradicts himself multiple times, but he doesn't. He only does if you're looking at it from the Christian doctrine. And so if you're looking at it from the Christian doctrine, you could say, oh, well, no, I don't have to do that because Paul says, and it's like, okay, well, then explain why Paul says this. They can't. You literally just have to put blinders on and ignore that verse, because there is no way to make Paul's writings, all of them, fit in with the Christian doctrine without blinding yourself to the other part.
Yeah, because they'll accept the one that he says you don't do it, but not the one that he says, yes, you do it.
Because he's not talking about not doing the commands, but he's talking about not needing to do the law perfectly in order to be saved. And that, to me, is the biggest line that causes division, is like, it's not about salvation. The salvation was the gift after we believed in Yeshua, which was sealed from the Spirit dwelling in us, right? But then comes the sanctification. And the sanctification is where works start happening. So to say, I have my salvation, now I don't have to do work. Like, literally, he says, like, show me your faith without your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. Do I not need to show you, a foolish person, that faith without works is dead, right? Like, in Hebrews, it talks about their unbelief and their disobedience. It's the same thing. The disobedience is unbelief. So if we love the Father, how does Yeshua tell us what loving him means? It means, if you love me, keep my commandments, right? So it's the same for the Father. If we love the Father, we keep his commandments.
All right, I got one for the chat. What is a sign that you are the Father's people and that you're in covenant with him? What is a sign that we do weekly that shows that? Because it's scriptural. So I'm just curious what the chat will say.
I'm looking for it.
You know which one I'm talking about? Okay. Ooh, here we go. We're getting some. Wow. That's it? We only got that many? Come on. Type with your fingers. I want to hear it in the chat.
Oh, here.
There's probably lag time too.
Here we go.
Boom. See, all my people answered. They know.
Yeah.
And if you don't know and you're seeing all these in the chat, it's super important, because faith comes from hearing the word, and obedience comes from acting on the conviction. Once you hear truth, then you act on it.
So it's Ezekiel 20 verse 12. Moreover, I gave them my Sabbaths as a sign between me and them, that they might know that I am Yahweh who sanctifies them. Like, this is like, hold on, we're going to find
What
it.
translation is that?
That's probably ESV. I don't know.
So boo-boo, man. You got to get down on some scriptures, love.
Well, Hemi said the complete Jewish Bible, so let's try that one.
Oh, yeah, the complete.
Ezekiel No, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Hebrew. I don't even know how to. So here's the thing. I like everything to stay exactly the way I need it to be, and so as soon as I switch like the translation, I can no longer find what I'm looking for because it looks different.
You're out of your comfort zone. That sucks.
It looks different, and I'm glitching, and I don't know how to function.
Yes, obedience is
20.
a sign of love and respect.
12.
It's also the fruit.
I gave them my Shabbats as a sign between me and them, so that they would know that I, Adonai, am the one who makes them holy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing.
It is the same thing, but it's
I like
fine.
mine, who sanctifies them. I like that. I like the word sanctified.
There's some in like the Apocryphas too that are really good.
Oh,
that
wait,
have
maybe
good little chop ups on them that I dig.
Hold on.
And you guys read Enoch?
We were just talking about Enoch.
Were we?
Yeah.
When? Tonight?
We were literally telling them
just
to
now.
watch New to Torah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Enoch is so good.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it's like I was just telling.
Nora says what verse? She's new.
What verse was that? That was Ezekiel 20. Goodness gracious, hold on.
It's in Ezekiel 20 somewhere. Sorry.
Ezekiel 20 verse 12. And then, they shall keep my Sabbath, observing the Sabbath throughout their generations as a covenant forever. So this covenant was not done away with ever. This is a forever covenant.
Yeah, when do covenants end?
And that's Exodus.
When do they end? When has any of them ended?
We still get rainbows.
Yep.
And he even says, pray that like Yeshua says about the end times, pray that your flight may not take place in the winter or on a Sabbath.
Yeah.
There's still supposed to be Sabbath, even in the end times when they're supposed to be fleeing to the mountains.
Yeah.
But imagine, I keep going back to Maccabees. If you haven't read Maccabees, you should. Because it really puts into perspective, the idea of what a worldwide Maccabees would be like. It's not going to be just one nation or whatever. It's going to be worldwide, right? And so Maccabees was the warm up, it's pretty gnarly. But when you picture Maccabees and then you have the Daniel verse where they say those who forsake his covenant will be led astray by the Antichrist. It's no wonder.
Dude,
why.
You should check them out. If you're not strong in the scriptures, be very careful in the Apocrypha because you can very easily create a new doctrine of what you believe is right. I've seen a lot of people go on Enoch calendars and all the way cut off fellowship with people that didn't believe the Enoch stuff. So be very careful when you're getting into it. If you're new, please pray for discernment when you're reading it because it's got some really cool stuff that you can study. But I don't know,
Frank. I don't know what
if the copy of Enoch that we have is the actual copy. We know that Enoch didn't write it, but we don't know who wrote it or if it was possibly compromised. What?
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Enoch is super deep, but be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. You can't add to the Torah or take away. So if it's given new commandments, you got to be very leery of that. And I found that in Jubilees. Jubilees had a statement in it, which is one of the things about Jubilees that I really was bummed out about because it says not to fast on a Sabbath. Well, how does that work? Because Yeshua fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. King David fasted for 7 days. So they're both.
So I did actually look into that. And the word that's used, okay, so nobody has a real idea of what afflict your being means. Afflict your souls or whatever. I can't say that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Day of Atonement, it's not the same word that's used for fasting from food, right? But it has its own little word that we don't quite understand what that means, but that is the word in Jubilees. So that's what it's saying. Don't do that. Don't afflict your soul on Sabbath.
Yeah.
So that one is not the normal fasting.
So you'd have to deep dive it to figure that out. But
Yeah,
just
not when I can't.
on first glance, you could go, oh, I'm not supposed to fast on the Sabbath. Well, not quite. That's not what it means.
But that's why it's important to use all of the scripture to test everything, because if you're reading the New Testament and you're not testing it against the Old Testament, it's going to lead you astray. If you're reading any of the books of the Apocrypha and you do not have a
working knowledge of the Torah,
of the whole Torah and the Bible, right?
Yeah, the whole Bible. Yeah, really.
You can be led astray in those as well, and so it's very important. Like, don't just rush into those.
Also, if you read any of Paul's writings, you can be led astray if you don't have the working knowledge. So, just saying.
Yeah, it does mean something outside of just fasting.
Just my opinions. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, but I ain't got much left because I did a lot of drugs.
Drugs are
bad, okay?
Hold on, where is it? Panda, you're looking ripped, and I ain't talking about your arm tendons. Kermode. No, encouraging community.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm looking ripped, like
baked.
My waistband, my waistband looks ripped.
Your eyeballs are looking ripped. You're looking baked.
Yeah, I'm super not baked, because I don't do that. But
diving board.
I am kind of like overly caffeinated right now.
Yes, Desert Jack. Any book in the Apocrypha can be dangerous without a foundation in the Bible first.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Sure. If you think Paul is deep, then Enoch is the end at the kiddie pool. I loved, like, the way my brain, like, hungers for information. Enoch answered so many questions for me. Like, it was so, like, it was just, like, it was great. Now, like, I'd be outside, like, oh, the moon, blah, blah, blah. And then everybody rolls their eyes at me.
Very good.
Half my brain is burnt from acid.
Yeah, I did a lot of acid too, man.
The other half is still in question.
Yeah, the other half is definitely still in question
Desert
here too.
Jack, this chat is wicked awesome.
What is this?
Wicked awesome. A feather? Oh, it's a sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
It looks like
an alien turd. That's what it looks like.
Looks like not good.
Unhealthy.
I think, well, never mind. Not appropriate.
Yeah, not appropriate. Look how big this egg is.
Oh, dang it.
You wanted a little bite of that?
I wanted to bite you so bad right now, and I can't stop it once it starts.
Otherwise I will karate chop your neck.
I won't draw blood. Anyways.
Oh, muscle tone. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I thought you meant he looked baked.
Yeah. I would flex, but I would probably tear something else on my arm.
Yeah, I'm learning that Enoch gave us all the math on the stars, moon, and the sun. I get so excited because I'm out here like, oh, it's fine. This is the system. This is how it works. This is the blah, blah, blah. And people are just like, what the hell are you talking about?
You say potato?
Sweet potato?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Did you read the chat?
Potato. What did I say? Sweet potato? Sweet potato? Sweet potato?
Potato?
But I think if I were to say potato, I would call it a potato, but it's only sweet potatoes. They have their own pronunciation.
Don't flex, you might rip your arm skin. No, homie, there's nothing tight on my skin. Anywhere. Hashtag flapjacks.
Mine?
No, mine. What's up, Gus?
Hey guys.
The greatest beard on the interwebs. I love it. I actually told T that the other day and challenged him to grow the big one back because his shit will get like down to his belly button. And I think
Hello from Baltimore.
I think he took me up on it. So we should have a man-sized beard on the bear man.
Sorry, I know this is a participatory thing, and I've been dealing with kiddos, and listening tonight is one of the one of the good ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is one of the good ones. Last week was chaos, man.
Just imagine if you were only listening to this and you weren't like participating in the chat, and you just like kept hearing these like moments of just like long silence, like just nothing happening. It'd be so weird.
We were quiet because we were waiting for Mouse to respond to make sure he was still here.
His Bible reading with the crazy beard hit different.
Yeah.
We saw a guy today
at the fire pit for sure. We was talking about that in the chat on the Pelt the other night.
We saw a guy at the Shabbat thing, and he's like, I'm like, who's this guy? I don't recognize his face. And Jody goes, I don't know, but there's no beard on it.
Oh, snap. For real, that happened.
He did. There's no beard on it.
Yeah. You're like, what's
Who
wrong?
this is?
Yeah, who's this guy coming up? I don't know, but there ain't no beard on him.
You see, the longer Bear's beard gets, the more aggravated he is at worldly BS.
Hey, for real, that's when he starts like staying in the house. Or on the property, anyhow.
My beard just froze like a mug.
It's crazy because mine won't get any longer than this, but I do occasionally catch it on fire. Texas T will vouch for that.
If anybody could, it would be you for sure. I have
Yeah,
faith in you.
I keep thinking I'm gonna get it caught like in a serpentine belt or something, and suck my face into
Like
there.
he's just working on the car, just gets
Ah!
stuck in there.
Yeah, or whatever, a drill, anything.
Listen to the song "Fear the Beard" by Psycho Stick. Just don't watch the video, which is full of boobs. Boobs. Why does that? I don't know why. That spelling. I love that spelling.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Boobs. Boobs.
Oh, I don't know what the whole thing says.
It says, listen to the song "Fear the Beard" by Psycho Stick. Just don't watch the video, which is full of boobs.
Oh.
I don't know why the spelling is like...
Well, see, now I want to watch the video.
Shut up.
Not gonna.
Gotta watch the torch. Yeah, don't light your beard on fire.
Yeah, actually,
Start the fire.
I caught my truck on fire somehow. I don't know how, but
You
somehow.
said this last week.
Yeah, somehow I caught it on fire, and I was moving a rag, and the rag was like burning, I guess, and some of it landed in my beard, and my beard was like smoldering, and I had to I blew, and it like lit more, and so I had to like grab it and put it out, but it still looks all right, I guess.
Sorry, I totally left for a minute. Ew. I got my chin hair on the right side of my chin caught. Is this called a beard hair? That's called beard, right? Chin hair.
Chin hair.
On my right side of my chin, caught in my jacket zipper, and a few winters ago. Had to cut it with my pocket knife. Still doesn't grow as long anymore. Oh no.
Oh, that's a bummer, dude.
I also spelled today's. Oh my gosh.
What's up, Chicken Farmer Plus?
Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Praise Yahweh for his conviction, and you too. I can't. Oh, serve one another for the glory and truth of his kingdom. What's up?
Chicken Farmer Plus. Will you do me a solid? I'm going to make sure. I want you to click on that channel on your phone and go to it, because I all the way was tripping the other day and thought something totally different than what was actual factual.
I thought it was.
Yeah, so go ahead and click on that. Get down. And I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure I thought this was a whole different person.
So we may have to recalibrate our noggins.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Can you just do it the way I'm telling you? Go to my video.
Brr.
Go in the chat.
Brr.
Hold down on the person's name. It'll say go to their
Boop.
channel. Go to their channel.
Boop.
Yeah. So that dude.
Is
I know.
it a dude?
Yeah.
It's a dude?
Yeah, from Men's Retreat. And
No, it's not.
It is. I thought it was a lady.
Yeah, from
somewhere else.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Yep. All the way tripping.
Who is that person though? Because that was a real thing, right?
Yeah, I thought so, but I was all the way wrong.
Is there another chicken person that we know of in here that has a chicken name?
There may be another chicken person.
What?
Yeah.
That's not. No, we just figured this out, I
Dude,
thought.
I thought so too, but all the way did not.
What happened?
Oh, that's not what it is?
Luster Cluck.
That's it
Yeah.
too, but I don't.
We're gonna go that one.
Yeah, check that one out.
Yep, pretty sure that.
Because there
would
may
make
not be
sense.
anything. And I think that might be it, but probably not. Probably not.
And we're on research mode now.
Yeah, we're just sorry, guys. We're on some weird ass side mission here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that is it.
Yeah.
Okay, tracking.
Yep. Okay.
Tracking.
Thank you for
Okay,
that
yeah.
clarification.
Got it.
Thank you. Teamwork makes the dream
Yeah.
work.
So say nothing more about that one then.
Yeah, got you, boo boo.
All right.
Chicken Farmer Plus is all the way a dude. He says,
Yeah, he is a dude.
where'd it
I actually
go?
like that dude a lot.
He says we've shared. Where'd it go? Lost it. Brother, you and I have shared a campfire at ATS.
Multiple times. I think we ate some sheep together too.
CFP equals Audi. Fluster Gluck equals Annie. Oh my gosh. If your daddy doesn't have a beard, you have mamas.
Bro.
So I thank you both and all the folks here for feeding my solo soul this Shabbat. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, trying and
I
doing.
hate that you're solo.
Sometimes solo's good though.
Red Solo Cup.
Oh, we unloaded a truck together?
Damn.
I'm sure we did, but it sounds
I feel like every time any
sounds
event,
like we were doing some hood rat shit though, and I'm sure we weren't.
whenever there's an event anywhere
What's up, John?
that people go to, they need to have like a name tag that has like their real name and then like their YouTube handle so that everybody knows who the hell you are.
Bro, we've talked about that like a million times. I almost
Like deployments,
I
freaking
almost don't need
trainings.
one because if you've been on deployment, you're gonna call me Panda.
Panda.
Yeah, or if you're in certain chats, you'll call me Panda.
Yes. I don't know why I just read this like this. Yes. Like I assume like that's the voice that I read it in you saying it. Yes. You brought the fire pit and the firewood for ATS and I was like, let's do this.
Yeah, did that. Did that for sure.
Dude, we were just talking about like Sukkot's coming up. We're like, we need to go up to our property and just like get so much firewood, like just all the firewood. It's gonna be so. It's like especially now because the weather's kind of starting to cool down. The evenings are a little cooler. Like we're back at the point where like we need to have fires every night. Like literally every night we have fires until it's just like so hot that nobody can go outside. Like in the middle of winter, we go outside and have fires.
I have a name taped to my hat. Come Ruckus. Team Creamy.
No.
Yes,
Why would you do
Team
that?
Creamy.
Loud doing the panda beard stroke of wisdom.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name Buckets and Bibles?
Well, buckets is, it's got a couple different meanings, but I started off kind of my walk of coming back to a human in the trades as a painter, and we used quite a bit of buckets, and then later on, getting into prepping.
Then we started pooping in buckets. No, I was kidding.
Actually, I pooped in a lot of buckets.
Off-grid life for a while.
And then we got into prepping. And
Imagine
so
if they don't know about that yet.
Stacking it to
How
the
weird that
rafters,
would sound.
as Brother T said a lot on his YouTube channel, stack it to the rafters. And so we got into preparedness and started filling up buckets and kind of ain't stopped. So
This is so strange because all I can think about is me saying pooping in buckets. You're talking about filling up buckets, and all I can see in the
Strike a
chat is
cake.
creamy. It's just the weirdest conversation happening right now.
yeah, Justin's a traitor, man. He's about to get his blue wrench revoked over here.
His rapture tool.
Food and Bibles, that's right. Food, spiritual growth, that's right. Yep. All that.
Also, homesteading
it has a lot
involves
of
a lot of buckets.
yeah. It has a lot of meanings to it. So, randomly just came up with it. But yeah,
It does. It would be way better to say smooth than creamy because creamy is just like the word like moist. It's just.
Sounds good to me.
Just sounds like a problem.
Oh my goodness. Snap the rope. I doubt we're gonna snap the rope. My guess is the rope's gonna be about this thick, and nah, it's not gonna happen.
What's the rope?
Oh, so at the Ruckus, because Bear is Team Crunchy Peanut Butter, and he thinks that creamy peanut butter is boo boo. We're gonna have a tug of war. with Team Creamy and Team Crunchy.
Oh.
And Team Creamy is going to just devastate Crunchy. It's going to be sad. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Even with one arm, we're going to win.
I can't. I tried it, but it felt wrong. I don't know what that means. If you're talking about peanut butter or pooping in buckets.
Oh, who said what?
Justin. I can't. I tried, but it felt wrong. I don't know what she's talking about.
He's talking about peanut butter.
Okay. He's talking about pooping in buckets. My kids would wander around Walmart and go, pooping in a bucket. And I'm like, you can't say that here because nobody's living like off-grid homestead life. And this is not like where everybody's familiar with that. We're in town.
No randos tonight. That's right. It's kind of weird. And if we do have randos, it's like they're really quiet. The internet must have more interesting stuff than.
It's fine though. I like it. I like it when we get to visit with our peeps. I do like it when the people come, but I also really like it when we get to like be more not intentional.
Yeah, for sure. T's definitely got to be in the front. He's gonna run all that smack. He better not go in the mud, and he better not let go of that rope either.
Mud pool.
Mm-hmm.
Hooters Live got all the randos.
You got all the randos tonight?
Maybe everybody's just tired. It's only 10:30.
You probably wore them out already.
Kenny says, first time to the channel for me. Hey, Kenny.
What's up, Kenny?
I feel like I also saw, what was the other name? It was like Tavon?
Yeah, Kenny, so we're a Bible in Context channel, so like a lot of the stuff. We, no, Desert Jack's in one of the...
Okay.
The Across the Table with Bob chats.
There was another one, though. Oh, this one was new. Hello from Baltimore. Bahid.
Yeah, but I don't know that they're staying. They're just kind of like bump on, say hi, and then they bounce.
There was another person. It was like Tavak.
Look at that. See, that's all. Look at all the love that comes out from these guys.
Tavar is fam. Do I know Tavar? Have I not met Tavar, or have I not?
What's up, Vicky?
Obviously, I haven't met most of you, but Tavar is not new. Dang, where have I been?
No, Tavar is not new at all.
Dang.
No, Tavar's been around probably longer than me.
Mm-hmm. Shabbat Shalom from Knoxville, Tennessee. Vicky Toe. Hello, Vicky. Is OG. Dang, I'm like way behind.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Tavar is OG.
I don't mean to offend the OGs.
Yeah, OG for sure.
I'm not the most observant. I'm really, really super observant in the most
loud presence
unnecessary
is super
ways.
Disrespectful. You see that shit?
But
That's what I got to deal with.
I also am very not observant when it comes to common sense things. Like he asked me the other day, he said, how much was this? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I have no idea because in the moment I processed the information about how much I was going to spend and decided that it was worth it. And then that information left my brain. Like, and his is just like, he saw that price tag and that is in his brain forever now in that database. I just don't have the room to store random information.
I didn't hear anything you were saying because I was trying to read the chat.
Yeah,
so if you were talking
sounds about right.
If I checked out intentionally, unintentionally.
We nerd out with the word out. That's right, Gus.
Virtual collation. Oh, gee.
Original collation.
Love it.
Now to nerd out with the word out. Cool. Oh, now to. Wait, nerd out. Shut up.
Because we got some people.
Wait. Nerd out with the word out. Wait. Nerd out with the word out.
Now to.
Now to that is a good one.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Maybe
That's
we'll put that.
one.
Maybe we'll put that on the shirt.
Did you get a new network carrier? You're super clear tonight. No, but we did realize if we turn the power strip off of our television that is running the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever it is, if we kill that whole power strip, the interwebs works much better.
Yeah.
Words are hard right now.
Yeah. The GPS tracker in the trailer doesn't interfere with the Wi-Fi as much.
You need to go night-night. It's my tism. Thanks, it's my tism.
Dude, I just hit this.
I like it when people say, like, the little thing and you're like, and it's like a meme or whatever, and it says, what are you on? Because people have actually asked me that, like, my whole life. What are you on? And it's like, The spectrum.
She's on that good. Whatever that is.
Spectrum.
I'm on that good too. I'm on about 5 hours of sleep.
I had a whole half of a tub of ice cream last night, and so I did not sleep that well. Because sugar in me before bed, like, I don't sleep good with sugar at all.
I sleep like a rock. I get super duper like sugar high and crash like until the next generation crash. I will be all the way out. Well, matter of fact, when I was locked up, if I smashed on like a candy bar before bed, I had the best sleep ever. It was so good. I'd get that sugar high and then crash off it and just be gone.
No, Panda, good is slang for good lady. Yeah. I thought it was like for drugs. I thought it was like drugs. But it's a probably.
It could be slang for all kinds of different stuff because I've used it for slang for all kinds of stuff. And I've heard it used.
But
for
what if
slang
it's
for
actually only used for one specific thing, and then
and I miss
using
it? I use it wrong. I'm checking out at the friggin' Dollar Tree, and they're like, "Hey, you got that good?" And excuse me, sir.
She's like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh damn. It's time.
Tech 24, it does. I think in the 90s it was drugs. Definitely drugs in the 90s. I don't really care what people call
because
stuff.
of a sleep disorder, dude. Yeah, I have had like a lifelong insomnia problem, and I've tried everything. I did find the patches freaking have one thing that helps with it, but the sugar, no matter what I do, if I eat sugar before bed, I will have the worst, weirdest, like craziest dreams all night.
I wish I had dreams. Never dream. When I do have a dream, they usually come true.
They're like the ones when you wake up and you have to like realize that it's not real life, and you're just like,
did that actually happen?
Yeah.
What's going on right now?
And then I wake up and start beating him because he cheated on me in my dream or whatever.
It's just bad.
And it's like, but I feel it. It really did happen. Like, I watched it happen. And he's like, it's not real. Like, I'm sorry I cheated on you in your dream. Yeah. Wish I dreamed. Maybe try eating a bunch of sugar before bed.
The chat's going by too fast for me.
It's a super right. My
Just the
ADHD
bottom.
brain is running 75 miles an hour in
Saw
5
that
different
one.
directions until around midnight most nights. Then see, that's the thing is like, for me, I feel like it's like the sleep is like my ideal hours would be like 1 or 2 till like 11. And I did find out that back in the day, a long time ago, the normal thing was to like sleep for part of the evening and then wake up for a couple hours in the middle of the night, and that's when they would like pray and like hang out or whatever, and then they would go back to sleep. So there was like literally 2 different sleeps in the middle of the night. So we just kind of skipped the first one.
Chicken Farmer Plus? Yep, read it.
Thoughts on the first seal. The rider dressed in the white on a white horse, purity, with the crown of authority and the sword of truth to bring those who answer the call to the glory of the kingdom?
Negative. So the first seal.
Wait, addition. To overcome for overcoming, bring those who are doing so, they can be sealed.
Maybe. But I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but so like one of them is, if you look at the colors of the first 4 horses, they pretty much match 90% of every Middle Eastern flag, which I don't think is a coincidence at all. I don't think y'all picked those colors and it was like just by chance. And so for me, I don't think so, because the second seal and every other seal are not a positive note. And conquering to conquer in some translations. I actually haven't cross-referenced that one in Hebrew, so I'd be really curious what it says in Hebrew or Greek. But I don't think that's what they're talking about. I actually did a video on that one time, the first seal is kind of it's like kind of a stumper. I think everybody kind of tries to come up with what it could mean or what it means or what they see at the time. Right now, my thing is that I feel like I think, I don't know, I think that the first seal has a lot to do with a global elite, a power that is overpowering everybody, just to do so, just overcoming to overcome, just to do it, just to overtake everything. And I think that the second and third seal should be much easier to identify, because they're more of like a world crisis, I guess, is how I would read into those. But we can get into it if you want. We can get into it for a minute. To be honest with you, I'm kind of fading right now, so I may not have a whole
I'm gonna share
bunch.
a link really quick because somebody said they wake up in the middle of the night all the time. I'm gonna send you this link. I'm not sending it to you. I'm gonna post it if I can in the chat.
Yeah, just copy it and then put it right there.
Because it is like a whole thing about like literally like the history of sleep and how it used to be broken down into like two, and like people would get up in the middle of the night and they would like pray, they'd read their Bibles, they would do marital things, like that's like the middle of the night was awake and then they would go back to sleep later. It was broken down into
Will you use the YouVersion Bible app, please?
He says we can discuss it another night, brother.
Yeah, let's do it another night, because I am smoked and I got like 0 spoons left.
He's really trying.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I am all the way night time right now. The caffeine was good for like 2 seconds and it kept me going, but now it's sleepy time. And we've been on here for a hot minute, so.
Let me see. Hold on, there was another thing. Oh, you got narcolepsy? My sister-in-law has narcolepsy. She's a teacher. That confuses me.
Look at this hair.
But I feel like maybe it's like because I don't understand narcolepsy enough. Like all I imagine is just like, like
how you got?
Yeah, I don't really.
In your
like,
bowl of soup.
I know
right?
that like
yeah.
when you don't really understand something in your brain, it doesn't.
Also, narcolepsy just sounds like you can't stop snitching on people.
Shut up. Hold on, where are we? Where are we?
All right.
We're
going to jump off of here because I'm all the way goofy right now.
I am, Tango Down says, Shalom family, caught a live stream.
Oh, Tango Down. Shabbat Shalom. And yes, you caught the very end of it because we're about to jump off of here. Shabbat Shalom,
so
peeps.
Tired.
Yeah, I sleepy time. Now I must go night-night and make the babies go to sleep.
Night-night.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
We'll do it again, guys. I'm really trying to make content for the channel, but I ain't had enough spoons lately, but time's coming where I'll have more time to do it. Shabbat Shalom. We'll catch you next time.
Good night.